The VIPs become the players. In previous seasons, the VIPs were seen as untouchable elites who placed bets on the contestants' lives. But what if the tables turned? What if they were forced to play their own twisted game? In this one-hour episode, we explore a scenario where a rival faction forces the VIPs into the very nightmare they created: the capture. The episode opens in a luxurious private island mansion where several VIPs are gathered for a secret meeting. They're laughing, drinking, and casually discussing the next Squid Game tournament when suddenly the lights flicker and cut out. A masked figure appears on a large screen, speaking in a deep, distorted voice. You've watched. You've bet. You've killed. Now it's your turn to play. Before the VIPs can react, armed men storm the room, tranquilizing them one by one. When they wake up, they're dressed in green tracksuits, standing in a white, sterile-looking game arena, just like the regular contestants. A new frontman appears, wearing a black metallic mask, welcoming them. Welcome VIPs to a special edition of Squid Game. This time, you are the entertainment. The first game, the reverse hunt. Instead of a traditional game, the VIPs are given a brutal twist. They are placed in a massive dark maze with hunters wearing red jumpsuits. The only rule? Survive for 10 minutes without getting caught. The twist? The hunters are their former bodyguards, now turned against them. The VIPs, once arrogant and untouchable, are now running for their lives. The audience watches as they betray each other, sacrificing weaker members to buy themselves time. One particularly cruel VIP, who once laughed at players' deaths, shoves another into a trap, causing them to be eliminated. However, he soon meets his own fate when a hidden blade slices through the darkness. The second game. The Money Pit. Survivors are taken to the next challenge, a large glass vault filled with stacks of cash. The rules are simple. They must pick up as much money as they can and place it in a box at the end of the room. However, hidden under some cash piles are pressure-activated landmines. If they step on the wrong one, they explode instantly. The greed of the VIPs overtakes them. Some try to steal money from others, but one wrong step leads to deadly consequences. By the end, only 3 VIPs remain. The big twist. As the last survivors celebrate making it through, the masked leader announces, "Congratulations, you now have 2 choices. Take the money and walk away, or press this button and free all future contestants." The survivors hesitate. The button is just within reach, but pressing it would mean ending the Squid Games forever. One VIP, feeling guilt for the first time, reaches for the button, only to be shot in the head by another. The remaining VIP sneers and grabs the money, but the moment he does, gas fills the room. Cut to black. A final voiceover from the masked figure. Some people will never change. To be continued. In Squid Game Season 3, the narrative takes an even darker and more intense turn, immersing audiences in a chilling and psychologically thrilling experience that pushes the boundaries of human morality, survival instincts, and the consequences of unchecked power. As Gi-hun, the survivor from the first season, becomes increasingly obsessed with dismantling the sinister organization behind the deadly game, driven by the haunting memories of his fallen comrades and the emotional burden of witnessing the brutal deaths of those who sought a second chance at life. And as he embarks on a relentless mission to expose the game's creators and end their reign of terror, he discovers that the Squid Game has evolved into a global phenomenon, now operating in different regions with culturally adapted games and a more technologically advanced infrastructure that makes it nearly impossible to track or dismantle, leading Gi-hun to form an underground resistance comprised of former contestants who share his trauma and desire for justice, including an ex-soldier from Eastern Europe, a brilliant hacker from Southeast Asia, and a former game master who defected after witnessing the horrors inflicted on innocent people. And together, they infiltrate the organization's ranks, uncovering a shocking truth that the games are now being live-streamed on the dark web, attracting wealthy bidders who gamble on the fates of the players and manipulate the outcomes for their own twisted entertainment. And as Gi-hun and his team race against time to stop the next round of games, they find themselves trapped in a new, more brutal version of the competition known as the Infinity Trials. where contestants are forced to endure not only physical challenges, but also psychological warfare, facing simulations of their worst fears and memories, designed to break their spirits and manipulate their minds. And in this twisted arena, the players must form alliances, betray their own instincts, and confront their past traumas to survive, while Gi-hun fights to protect innocent lives and expose the truth to the world. And as the tension escalates, the game's creator, revealed to be a former winner who chose to embrace the darkness of the system, taunts Gi-hun with the revelation that even if the physical game is dismantled, the psychological scars and societal corruption it has spawned will continue to plague humanity, leaving Gi-hun to grapple with the moral dilemma of sacrificing his own life to destroy the system or finding a way to redeem the players and offer them a chance at redemption. And in a heart-stopping climax, Gi-hun's team orchestrates a global broadcast that exposes the games to the public, leading to mass outrage and the intervention of international authorities. But as the organization crumbles, Gi-hun is forced to make the ultimate sacrifice, confronting the Game Master in a final showdown that leaves both men gravely wounded. And while Gi-hun's actions inspire a global movement to support the victims and prevent future games, the final scene hints at a chilling possibility: that the true masterminds behind the Squid Game remain hidden, preparing to launch an even more insidious version of the competition, leaving audiences on edge and eager for the next chapter in this gripping, emotionally charged, and socially relevant saga that keeps viewers hooked with its unpredictable twists, intense character development, and thought-provoking commentary on human nature and the consequences of greed and desperation.